from last week's video, maybe a fortnight ago, where we showed you the A-pillars for the transporter that we were doing. We obviously put these speakers in multiple cars. The transporters seem to be our most popular vehicle at the minute. The reason we wanted to show you these over the other speakers are they are just the pinnacle of the AUDISON range, and we wanted to just show you them in a bit more detail, clean environment. So there's an area in Italy called the Marche region, geographically famous for the reproduction of high-end instruments and sound. So that's where the Thesis journey began. We've got the tweeter, the mid-range and the mid-bass. You can have three-way or you can have a two-way, just a tweeter mid-bass. These obviously come or can come with passive crossovers or again active. We tend to run them active most of the time. So yeah, these are the current range. I did have version 1 in a couple of my old builds many years ago. We'll start with the tweeter. This is the TH1.5 Violino. Probably my favourite out of the three. I fitted many of these transporters, Porsches, Audis. Yeah, we've done a few RS4s, RS6s with these Defenders, Land Rover Defenders. We have fitted quite a few of these sets of tweeters. They usually require a custom build, being a lot bigger than 1-inch OEM factory location tweeters. So one of the similarities between them is as the grills. You can see they all sort of follow suit. It's not just a style and aesthetic sort of design. These have also been designed to help with the direction of sound. Part of the reason why they end up sounding, not only do they look great, they sound brilliant as well. One of the unique features of the tweeter is the magnet is larger than the conventional tweeter, quite big but also quite compact in this billet casing, allowing a proper 16 gauge speaker cable to get into the back of the speaker. Maybe the thicker the cable, the better quality of the cable you can run direct from the amplifier to the speaker is always going to give you a better result, a cleaner result. And these tweeters are pre-wired with 16 gauge cable, which you don't ever see really on other products. Another design quality that they've AUDISON have put into their sort of flagship range of speakers are just everything about them that you can't feel the weight. Not that the weight should matter, but it's just a genuine solid bit of equipment, and this is why they're at the pinnacle. Yeah, so the Thesis range are also a hand-assembled speaker on a low volume production line. So these aren't just ran out in the millions. Sort of the top of the range. These are for people that do want to get the most out of their audio system. We could talk about the tweeter all day probably, but we're trying to squeeze this into not bore you guys too much with the technicalities of them. Just wanted to video them and show you them. So yeah, the next is the 3-inch mid-range speaker, attachable grille, and you can see they actually have a clear centre, same as the tweeter doesn't, but the mid-bass and the mid-range have that aesthetic. And again, we've done builds with these where we've illuminated them so that you can really see through the cone. So not only do they look cool, whether you illuminate them or not, this clear material is made of a TPX thermoplastic, which helps with the dampening and the performance of the speaker. With the transparency, you can see the little Thesis sort of laser etched in the bottom of the speaker. Yeah. This is also another very important speaker within the range. It's actually Ed at 4's favourite. Mine was the tweeter. Ed's is the mid-range. In a three-way system, the mid-range is probably the most important speaker out of the three. Mainly on the frequencies that you receive, which the speaker plays, is most sensitive to the human ear. This is what's going to add the most detail and enjoyment, I guess, out of the three in the system. Don't get me wrong, you can't just run a system with just this. You need them as a three. These two speakers, although they clearly play sound and everything, this will play right up to the top end of the frequency range, which is more so a feeling almost. And again, the mid-bass will play super low. Yeah, you will probably get the most emotion from this speaker. Sometimes vehicles don't allow you to put the third mid-range in, without custom builds, or these also have a knock-on effect with amplification and channels. So again, it's when you're investing in the Thesis product, you have to think of the bigger picture and the amplifier that goes with it and the processor and the installation and everything like that. This is the 6.5 sax, so you can see a lot more of the TPX thermoplastic, and then the bigger centerpiece with the Thesis laser etched logo. See straight through it. It's vented, and again we've illuminated. I know it's not about the sound. We're not talking about the sound, but just the detail. You know, sometimes when you invest this amount of money, although we do a lot of hidden installs because it is about the sound. They're designed to sound the best. Some of the guys actually want to show it off, so it's pretty cool to illuminate. So the main benefits of the neodymium magnet is it allows a stronger energy in the movement of the speaker, but also assists with the cooling. As a summary, again, the people that have invested in this product, again, we've done it before where they've swapped cars and we've just removed them. There's almost no point in selling the car, starting again. Like these are the pinnacle of AUDISON speakers. Again, when installed correctly, don't get me wrong, you could buy all the product and not install it correctly, and you're going to be fighting a losing battle. So it's almost as important to choose the correct installer, people that have knowledge on the speakers, who haven't previously installed them. There are also only a limited number of dealers around the UK that can officially install this product, as being one of them. We've been a 4-master now for, I don't know, 16 years, maybe 17 years. Not just the Thesis, any of the AUDISON Hertz range, and some other. We mainly deal with the AUDISON Hertz, but there are other products available. We can also, when we supply and we fit, we offer a 5-year national sort of warranty. So the AUDISON Thesis sort of tagline, I think it's behind it, is beyond the absolute. That's just them stating, and their mission is to create something that is beyond the absolute best. A similar sort of tagline, what we believe in here, we try our absolute best to install not only these products, air suspension, interiors. My team, they all give it 110%, create these vehicles and get them either sounding the best they can, looking the best, driving the best. Two or three other ranges, the Prima range, the Voce range. So if do not think that if you're going to get into car audio, you have to get into this level. Even just the upgrading to the Prima range over stock speakers, or the Voce range, and amplifying it, installing it correctly, as we've tried to portray in other videos, will enhance your car audio experience. We spend a lot of time in vehicles, travelling to destinations, getting stuck in traffic. Why not enhance that journey? The products are listed on the website. Either get in touch, email, phone, book an appointment, we can have a consultation, see what is and isn't best for your vehicle and your budget, and what kind of music you listen to. Build a bespoke package tailored to you. Obviously, we've discussed the speakers. You may or may not have noticed this piece of art, piece of equipment. If you know what it is, maybe drop a comment. Probably touch on this in a separate video. I think it needs its own sort of video, and maybe